Oliver, Owen, Flanker D. Flanker D. What's going on, dude? What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday, June 28th. That means it's Pioneer Day or something. Or it's going to be Pioneer Day soon. No, Pioneer Day is at the end of July. Sorry, Pioneer Day is the end of July. It's a Utah and Idaho thing. Don't worry about it, guys. Oliver likes hunting. Welcome, buddy. How's it going? See how many people I can get to join us today. Don't forget to like the stream, you guys, and if you haven't subscribed, which I think all four of you have, all three of you have, then definitely make sure to like and subscribe. Rippets, Guns, and Autism, join in. That guy, Knox gave it. What's going on? Harper Scott, welcome to the channel. Welcome to my stream. Please, you guys, remember to like, and if you haven't, maybe consider subscribing. Gunshots, gunnery, gunny. It's a Utah thing, Owen. Don't worry about it. It's a Utah thing. It happens at the end of July. So welcome everybody, this is the channel, this is the stream, we're having fun, we're going to talk. I have so many rippets because so many people donated over the last week, a little bit at a time, and I counted up. It's Saturday, so I always count up what everybody... Thank you, Harper, I appreciate it. If you guys are all subscribed, please hit the like button. That's the biggest way to help people join the channel and for YouTube to spread it in the algorithm is to like the stream and comment. So please do that. It helps us a lot. It's like the Avengers, except we're all autistic. It's great. It kind of is. It kind of is that guy. It's not... It kind of is in the sense that like, hey, oh, sorry, we have 16 people. Hey guys, if you're just lurking and you can't chat, that's cool. Can you double tap your screen and like the stream so that it infects all of YouTube? Let's infect all of YouTube and let's raise some awareness for people with autism that also like guns and trains and Pokemon and all the things and stuff, because I do, and I like people to get recognition for the things that they shouldn't be afraid to like. That's right. We're going to infect YouTube with our autism and our hobbies. So let's do it. Let's do it, everybody. Hit the like button. And let's spread the good word of Jonathan Moses Browning. and George Washington. Yeah, so the HPA and HP and short. What's going on, Ben? I have put out the word to assemble the autists. Let us all assemble and be autistic together. Yeah, so it's kind of back in, but what it is they've eliminated the tax, which doesn't make any sense. They're saying they've eliminated the tax and still have to be registered with NFA and ATF. So, you know what the flag of Utah is? Well, the flag of Utah used to be kind of classic and cool. It was blue and it had like this cool seal. Now it's like a cartoony French, it looks like the French flag with a cartoony beehive on it. It's kind of lame. Thank you, Oliver. Make sure you're liking the stream. Just like the stream. Let's actually do this. Let's do this. Let's see if we can do all the colors. 15 super chats. 2 hours. Boom. Love it. Love it, Harper. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Republicans anymore at this point because they could really easily avoid this. They could just they could dismiss the current parliamentarian and hire a new one after she's no longer there. Yeah. Gunshots makes a really good point. Hey, Chief Hellhunter, what's going on? Hey, so Chief and Gunshots, both of you guys crossed thresholds in your donations over like the last week. So Chief, I was able to send your package out today. Gunshots, I'll send your package out on Monday. So I don't know exactly when you're going to get your package, Chief, but you should get it sometime pretty soon. There's I sent you a screenshot though. What's up, Vortex? So, we shall, oh, I just realized, that is kind of dirty. I need to wipe off this screen. I can tell it's kind of dirty because it's dirty. Alrighty. I do have individual cloaking technology. I have the technology to make your eyeballs not work anymore. All right, I left my drink upstairs. I'm gonna come right back. Just wait. Just wait. Alrighty. Nope. I'm gonna drop this down just a bit. All right. For managed democracy. For managed democracy. That's right. Freedom for Super Earth. Thank you, Easy Man Games. Everybody go check out Easy Man Games. He's got some fun stuff. He's a good kid. He's a up and coming YouTube video game guy. Dude, I have so many Rip-Its in my house right now. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. And you could be the lucky winner of a 6-pack of Rip-Its. You really could. Rip-Its and Crunch and Munch and a t-shirt. Well, it's not actually a t-shirt. It's just the vinyl for the t-shirt. That's right. I take care of my peeps. Gunshots want some Rip-Its. Chief Hellhunter wants some Rip-Its. Right, check this out, okay? Rip it. Rip it. Rip it. Rip it. ACU camo Rip it. See, I don't know. I am a firm believer that if I'm as racist as I think that I am towards everyone, like I'm pretty racist to everybody that I know of every race and creed, which means that I feel like that means I by default actually am not racist. Because if I just treat everybody like crap because I kind of just hate everybody, doesn't that mean I'm not actually racist? Oh, it's not even about hating them the same. It's more like just hating everybody. Just hating everybody. You hate me because of this. Okay. Whatever you say, man, if it makes you feel better. Sure do. Look at that. That, everyone, that is what it's all about. Right there. You could win if you're lurking in the background, everybody. If you are joining us, I'm going to drop this again because my OCD is going crazy. Come on. So, cover up some of my rippets. That's fine. I don't even care. I don't even care. That's how we roll. So, yeah, just hate everybody. It's not okay to just like people equally. So now, what I say we should do is just hate everybody equally. If liking everyone equally isn't gonna be an acceptable answer, then just hate everybody. Hate them all. That's what I say. I don't know why. Why is that wrong? Why is it wrong to if it's when I say something like, yeah, I think that's dumb, I don't think that's racist, I just think it's dumb. And somebody's like, well, that's racist. And it's like, well, so, like, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into the race thing. I'd rather just talk about guns. Let's talk about guns. So, I think day one of GunCon in Ohio was today. One of our below average family members was there. Yeah, 6 of these are yours, gunshots. I'm just taking advantage of the fact that I have them for now. Why not? 6 of them are yours, not 2. 6. 6 of them are yours. Yeah, sponsor an FV. Sponsor an ordinance. We're at GunCon. They got to shoot some guns. They got to talk to some people. I haven't heard from them to know like what the overall consensus is. I think that a lot of people, because it was day one, I think a lot of people probably were a little bit frustrated with everything that's going on in Washington, D.C. Speaking of which, I have a poster on. Let's do this, since I've got you all here. Let's do this. I want to make sure. Apparently telling people to be a family didn't hit. So, let's do this. Yeah, I heard it was very, very warm. Okay. Hey guys, it's me, Below Average Utah Dad. We are live right now. So if you want to come and join this rambunctious group of autists and gun enthusiasts and ammosexuals, see, there we are. Please click on my face at the bottom of the screen where it says live and join us. Let's see if that offends everybody. Hey guys, it's me, Below Average Utah. Maybe it'll work. I mean, if it goes out and 500 people click on it and then they see that I'm live and it says, hey, I'm live, and then like 15 people join us, maybe it'll kickstart the algorithm again. I feel like the algorithm has just freaking hated me for the last, I don't know, like week and a half. I got a new light bulb for my fridge today, so oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Let's see if that works. Yeah, if you have like a commie fridge, they'll go out sometimes. If your fridge comes from like North Korea or China or Russia, no, I've seen those bulbs go out actually quite a bit. I've had to replace a couple bulbs in fridges. I've had, especially when I was poor and I rented. Like, and you can't afford anything. Like, you rent a furnished home and it's all like secondhand. But you pay like an extra $20 a month to rent somebody else's stuff, because you're like, I can't afford anything because I'm poor. And then like the fridge goes out, or the fridge bulb goes out, and you tell the landlord, and they're like, well, I guess turn on the kitchen light. So then you just replace the bulb yourself. I've been there. What is up, the Sat? No, I don't mean like rent it from a store. I mean like if it's included in the cost of renting your apartment or your home or whatever. If somebody, like, we want to rent out this house, and we basically would just want to get a bunch of new furniture, so we're just going to include the cost of it with the cost of rent. We're going to just include furnishing, and we'll give people like, what is going on, Burn Mine? I don't recognize you. This is the Below Average Utah Dad channel. We're just talking. We're just shooting the breeze. We can talk about whatever you want. Somebody's fridge light bulb burned out, so we were talking about that. But you can ask about the guns. You can ask about how to win some rip-its. You can, whatever you want to do, man. This is America, and the First Amendment is the thing. Yeah. I do like the username, though. Try to burn mine. I like it. I have more guns. I wonder, should I move the other guns? I don't know if I can get them over here in the shot. On the way to Stone Mountain in Georgia. Hey, I know we've got a couple people from Georgia in this chat. The Sat, no, because I don't have the money or the wherewithal to deal with ATF in owning a full auto firearm. It is a pain in the butt. I said butt. Let's see how long I can go without swearing. Have I sworn yet on this stream? I don't think I've said any swear words yet. Let's see how long. It says I'm 26 minutes in and I haven't said a swear word yet. So I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job, allegedly. So, yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. You have to register them with the ATF. They have to be transferable. If they're, so that's the other thing that I know is kind of a, it's kind of a shady thing, is machine guns and full autos that have ended up in the transfer arena that are actually post 1986, that are made after 1986, and I guess that's kind of a big deal because you're not supposed to own those. They exist, so like they can exist at individual FFLs, I think, if you have like the manufacturing license and, you know, to show that you're capable of repairing them, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah. So, yeah, try to kind of go back to the new person in the stream. Try to burn mine, dude. If you like guns and you like sarcasm and you like dark humor and you like I don't know, dads that don't like woke stuff and traditional family stuff, this is probably the right place. So, I make fun of woke stuff a lot. I don't know if that's your thing. If it's not, well, I guess it's not. But if it is, then this is definitely a good place to be. Hey, we're at 17 likes, guys. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody that's liked the stream. And if you've subscribed, if you're a new viewer and you've subscribed because you like to, unfortunately, Burn, it is not. It is a Mossberg 930, which I think is a pretty good contender. Yeah, I don't know what the different classes are. I've got the application. I haven't decided which one to do because I don't know which one to do. So I fill out everything except the dates and which class I'm applying for, because I want to apply before the end of July. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I just picked mine up like 2 weeks ago. I got a really smoking deal on it. I got it for substantially less than what they retail for, because it was a gun that went to SHOT Show that nobody purchased and got handled a lot, and so the shop that I bought it from, they discounted it heavily for me because of what I do, and they gave me a really good deal. So also props to Firearms Pro in Layton off of Hillfield Road. Yeah. I like that idea, dealer samples. I really wish that I could have a dealer sample of something. But yeah, I got a really good deal on it. So if you're on your way to Georgia, obviously I can't help you out there. But if there was a really cool FFL in Georgia that liked the stream or was in the stream, I would love if anybody allegedly knows or any really cool gun dealers in Georgia that I could point out and say, hey, go check them out. That would be awesome. So yeah, this is pretty much how the stream is a little slow right now. But this is pretty much how our streams go. I stand in front of the guns and the rip-its. Sometimes I have alcohol up here and we just joke around. We talk about whatever's going on. Sometimes it gets very political, sometimes it doesn't. Honestly, sometimes the political streams are the ones that have the most. Jerry's Sports Shop in Ambrose, Georgia. The best. Oh yeah, and for those of you that own a Glock 19 that are looking to trick out that Glock 19, make it more fancy, make sure to stop by Stifler Manufacturing. Just Google it. Stifler, Stiffler, manufacturing.com. And if you decide you find a Stifler Manufacturing 19 slide, an SM19 slide that you like, you can get 10% off by using the code ZESTYUTAH. This guy right here. That's right. You own a Glock 19? I've got a code for you. I've got a code for you. And let's see. I do not own an FRT or a burst trigger. There we go. Is it possible to get is it possible to get every FFL possible? I mean, I guess you could. I don't know why you would, though. Excuse me while I pick my nose. Yeah, like a curio and relic dealer. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gunshots. A curio and relic dealer is somebody who does like, that's gonna deal in like antique guns. But they have to be classified as like curios and relics, not just antiques. So like percussion cap guns or flintlocks, something like that. Yeah, it's not an ownership thing. It's not even a dealer. It's a license. Yeah, which you can do without that license, I think. Maybe the only thing you wouldn't be able to do is like, maybe you wouldn't be able to own like a puckle gun, or like an old crank Gatling gun. Would you recommend buying a build for your own flintlock kit? No. If I'm being honest, no. I don't think I would recommend that. That sounds like a Kentucky Ballistics situation dying to happen. Oh, I gotcha. So you could just buy it directly. Yeah, no, I understood what you said, Sat. I just don't think it's a good idea. Yeah. Well, Gunshot's a smith, so listen to him. I'm an enthusiast. Probably, I think the reason I wouldn't want to do it is because I don't know that I'd want to spend the money on it, and I don't know what I would use it for. I'd maybe shoot it once or twice, and then like it might be like a cool conversation starter. I guess if I had one for the channel, but I think it would be just as effective to have a replica that doesn't work be here on the channel just to draw attention. I mean, at that point, it's kind of like a fancy Nerf gun. Fancy looking Nerf gun. That's kind of what I was thinking. Something along those lines. I could. Hey, what's going on, Shed? Thanks for stopping by. Shed, did you guys have all kinds of like parades and stuff in your town to celebrate like Founders Day or whatever, like the beginning of like the celebrations for here in Utah? Yeah, that's the other thing is like you have to use black powder, and black powder, like once you've shot it, you've got to clean out the whole thing really well because it's so corrosive and gross. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time to me. That does not sound like a good time to me, dude. I really like it, Baba Booey. I like the new Mossberg. I think it's my new favorite shotgun. It is my new favorite shotgun. And given that I have 2 here and 2 in Idaho, well, I have 3 here now and 2 in Idaho, it's pretty nice. Ultrasonic cleaner works great on black powder parts. Truth, I've never shot a Benelli. I don't know, but I like mine. I mean, if you really wanted like an old school black powder rifle, couldn't you just, I mean, you could probably build one, show that it works, and then the next time there's a gun buyback, you could go get a $200 gift card by turning in some pipe and wood that's fitted together. The Benelli burn. Hey everybody, please make sure that you're liking and double tapping your screen so that we can grow the channel and we can infect the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, again, I've never shot a Benelli. I don't know. I like mine. I like my 930. Baba Booey, it's here. It's right there. The Mossberg is the SHOT Show shotgun. Yeah, that's it. They took a 930 and they swapped some parts. They put on a new rear optic. They put on a different stock on it. And yeah. And then they forgot about it. So they sold it to me for a really good deal. No, that's what was funny is they completely forgot about putting a price on it or anything. It just sat there on the shelf, kind of like tucked away. So Ty, I'm in Davis County, bud. I'm in Davis County. I don't give away the town that I live in. That's been doxed a few times. But yeah, I'm in Davis County. Dude, I would totally do that. Davis County, awesome. Yeah, I would love to host. Oh, cool. Cool. I know exactly where that is. Ty, I know exactly where Syracuse is. Over kind of by like Clearfield. Syracuse has a good high school team. They've got a good sport. They've got some good sports over at the high school, and that's where the new temple is. I think the LDS temple. So cool. Well, welcome to the channel, man. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Yeah, that would be. I think if I get my FFL, I think I want to do something like that. Like work with the police department and be like, hey guys, can I host a gun buyback? And that would be like to support lowering gun violence, and then just show up with like $150 like show up with $5,000 in gift cards, or just get a bunch of people, like start a nonprofit, and then get a bunch of gift cards donated, and then just buy them all back. Because I'd be preventing gun violence. So it's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as just hosting it yourself. Yep. Not as simple as just hosting himself. You're more than welcome to come and help. You're more than welcome to come and help. I think it'd be hilarious to go and like host one in like New Mexico where you know a bunch of people would just donate them and give them back. And then yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. So um anyways, what was I gonna there was something I want to go I want to find I thought I saw something in the news. Hey, what's going on, course? Carson, what's going on, bud? Thanks, guys. Sorry, my wife sent me a TikTok. That's hilarious. Oh, yeah. I saw you were watching Top Gun. That's cool. Or wait, was it? No, it wasn't you that was watching Top Gun, was it? Who was watching Top Gun? Am I just an ass? Did I get that wrong? No, it was you watching Top Gun. I was right. I was right. Yeah. Oh, man. So. Dude, okay, so you guys want to hear something funny? Who here in the chat, okay, if you can't write this, all right? Just do emojis or whatever. Respond with something. Just click something. All right? Who here in the chat has seen the first Top Gun movie? Who here has seen the first Top Gun movie? You can respond with words or you can respond with emojis. And don't forget when you're coming in, don't forget to double tap the screen and hit like and give me and subscribe if you're having a good time. Awesome. Awesome. Who here is okay, so I see a couple people say that they've seen both. How many people have seen the second Top Gun? All right, we got some emojis. How many people have seen the second Top Gun? All right, we got some thumbs up. Saw both in the theater. I'm pretty sure I saw the first one in the theater. I just don't remember it. I think I was a wee babe. Carson's saying no. Hasn't seen the second one. Go see the second one, Carson. Like, it was good. Especially in, like, the throes of COVID and all that. Like, definitely worth seeing when you, like, when you just appreciate it for what it is. Okay, Ty's getting there. Ty's getting it. So, has anybody thought about the fact that they made the whole movie about why they couldn't, okay, the whole Top Gun movie, and they have this whole school of Top Gun graduates led by Maverick. He's like, you have to be better than the best of the best. And like, you have to fly the F-18 and upside down and inverted and do all this shit. And like the very beginning, he's like, well, this would be a great place to do this with the F-35 as a stealth aircraft, but because of this, and then we just did it. Like, we no shit just did exactly what Top Gun said we couldn't do. Hi Natalie, what's going on? Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Give us a like, Natalie. And feel free to join the join the conversation. But like literally, you know, a week and a half ago, we did, or last week today, we did exactly what they said we couldn't do in Top Gun. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh shit. We actually did I was looking at like I was doing an analysis of like all oh man, I just realized we're 46 minutes in and I swore. I made it 46 minutes this time, guys. But like, I was seriously thinking about this when I was looking at all everybody that's been reviewing like the damage and the exhaust ports and like everything that we did to the nuclear facilities. And I was looking at it and I was like, they shot it through the exhaust port and I was like, oh, dude, we did exactly what they said we couldn't do in Top Gun. We totally proved them wrong. Man, I bet they feel dumb. Thanks, Natalie. Oh, man. Right? Like, it's hilarious. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm military. Maybe it's because, like...
Dad, I'm going to go.
Okay. Where are you going?
Oh, to the fireworks.
Okay. All right. Please be safe.
I will.
And when you're there, if it gets dark, because you're going to be there until after it's dark, I want you to stick with your friends and not get too far away from Riley.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is Riley going to be there?
She's already there.
Oh, okay.
She's there in her sash and gown.
I love you.
Okay, love you too. Don't close the door all the way. Just leave it open.
Okay.
So, yeah. What do I think of Second Amendment mini golf? What is Second Amendment mini golf? I've never heard of Second Amendment mini golf. You mean like trap shooting? Skeet shooting? I've done that. Goose was the most realistic part of the first Top Gun. The second Top Gun, the pilots were a little bit more realistic, like and the weapon systems officers, the Wizzos, those guys were a little bit more realistic, like so like a mini golf course, like regular mini golf, just like where everything is themed, instead of theming it around, so just guns. That could be cool. I don't know how well it would hit. I feel like theming it around like Greek mythology and then having it be glow in the dark, I feel like that would be better. If it was themed around the Second Amendment and it was glow in the dark, I feel like it would just be dark and you wouldn't be able to see anything. Like, here's your nods. Now that would be cool to do mini golf where everybody rented like nods and then, you know, you had to use nods to like do the golfing. They have to do like pitch black golfing. That would be kind of fun. That would be kind of fun. So, oh man. Let's see, what else? Is it next week? Is it next week that the new Superman comes out? Or is it the week after? Let's see. Who's excited? Who's excited for any movies to come out? I feel like don't get me wrong. What are your thoughts on the sleeper cell? Oh, okay, that's a great one. That's a great one. So, Ty's asking what I think about the sleeper cell. So, a couple weeks ago, after we bombed the Iran nuclear facilities, CNN put out this article, and there's now this rumor. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory, maybe it's not, that they were actually aware of Iranian sleeper cells and were telling them to activate. So that's one side of it, which I think is a little weird. But it's, you know, I also wouldn't have ever thought we would shut down the country for like the flu. So yeah. So anyways, do I think that there are sleeper cells? I think that lots of countries, like, you have to look at it a different way to call it a sleeper cell. What is the difference between a sleeper cell in the US from any country and the CIA from America in any other country? What's the difference between the two? Anybody? Maybe that's what I should change that. Let me do that. Let's change the name of the stream. That's what we're going to call it. CIA, sleeper cells, Iran, conspiracies. I like it, Ty. I like it, Ty. I think being prepared is definitely a wise decision. So, okay, so what are the risks? What are the threats that are out there? Do other countries have foreign intelligence officers here in the U.S.? Absolutely. Absolutely they do. So, 100% they do. No, I agree with that as well, Natalie. I think that several like purported, whatever the term is, conspiracy theories, they turned out to be a lot less conspiratorial and a lot more based in some reality. So I think that there is definitely a conversation to be had there. From the CI. So my whole thing with Sean Ryan is I think Sean Ryan is a pretty cool guy. I think obviously he's a company dude. You know, he's a team guy. And so he's going to share his perspective of what he has seen in the world from what he has experienced. And like I'm not a team person. Green Hill Radio, what's going on? Oh, I probably didn't see it, bud. Sorry. Oh wait, was it about ideas for my son's? Maybe I did. Was it the one you left some ideas about my son's streams, right? And his channel? Green Hill? So anyhow, I think Sean gives his perspective as he sees it with the threats that he's experienced, and so that's why it comes across as a little bit more tinfoily, because I've met some Delta dudes, I've met some team dudes, and they're a little different. And they have to be a little different. Yeah, no problem, Green. Don't forget to like the stream. And if you I don't know if he's going to be live tonight. I think he's going to try to go live tonight because I know he's working on some stuff because he was doing Pokemon stuff all day and I was out there with him. So I think that's why Sean says some of the things that he does and why it has the feel that it does. But that doesn't mean that it's inherently wrong. So I don't know. I think that other nations definitely have foreign intelligence officers here in the U.S. How they use those, that's another question entirely. To take kinetic action is not. That's not an easily done thing. China is mining Moonor. Course, to answer your question about your son becoming a 35 Lima. Counter intel is pretty cool. It's so I'm trying to think of how to word this without it coming out wrong. Like, the mission of counterintelligence is very important. And there's a couple of ways that the military performs counterintelligence. But there's two sides to it. There's the counterintelligence operations, which is going out and trying to disrupt intelligence gathering and prevent and putting out intelligence warfare, which is putting out incorrect misintelligence and things like that to try and throw off ideas and understanding. That's kind of cool. The more unpleasant side and the darker, unfortunate side is dealing with, within the counterintelligence community, is dealing with the side where people are actively trying to harm the U.S. while being members of the U.S. Or people that have inadvertently harmed the U.S. thinking that they weren't doing anything wrong. And that's an unfortunate side and part of counterintelligence. And I've seen that firsthand. I've seen what happens. I've seen people have to, it's not always James Bond. It's very seldom James Bond, Tom Clancy, Jason Bourne type stuff. It's more often seeing someone's behavior or seeing something weird and then looking into it and finding out that someone has gotten themselves into a situation that they either didn't recognize or chose to ignore some of the warning signs, and now they're going to suffer the consequences. And a lot of times the consequences are not very pretty. But there's a lot of sides to it. The arms room. No, buddy. Everybody, also, go check out the arms room for me. I stumbled on his stream the other night, just like I did that dude last night when we were just chilling and having a good time taking drinks. The arms room, he's another really cool guy. He's growing. He's got 40,000, 45,000 subscribers. Cool dude. In fact, is Jesus still on? We need to get arms room. We need to get you connected with our group. If you want one of these mugs, Green Hill, I've got a code for it. I've got a link that you can go get one on Amazon. I've got an affiliate link for one. I reached out to a company that makes them, and they've got one that's a We the People American one. Yeah, let me Arms Room. Do you have, if you want to shoot me, I have my email in the more section. Shoot me a good email and I'll get you connected. I'll get you connected with my other guys. So I'm in a group with some other groups like Short Shot Tony, Foxtrotter, Prepared Father, couple of other little bit bigger dudes that we're all part of the same kind of ideas, and just away from YouTube, like we're all a bunch of YouTube gun guys, but also, you know, just to try to be a little bit more normal. Just be regular dudes, like where we can converse and just talk about builds and shit and just have a good time. But to answer your question, I was not Army. I did deploy with the Army for 2.5 years, doing counterintelligence, counterterrorism, and counter-drug, related to Southcom and the border. So I did that for 2.5 years, but I'm an Air Force guy. 20 years, been in the Guard and the Reserve and done lots of active time. So that's my background, Arms Room. Still in the reserves. Still in the reserves here in Utah. So I'm a reservist. So yeah, I happened to find him just the other night. Yep, I'm a Chair Force Ranger. I'm a Chair Force Cyber Operations Ranger on the F-35. Oh, awesome. Dude, awesome. Yeah, Green Hill, I'm gonna... Oh, cool. Yeah, I just did, so I do F-35 stuff, and I just did my CIP like a year ago. And so I passed. No. I just did my CIP, so I'm fully aware of the kind of stuff that you do. But actually one of my guys that's in the stream right now, he was just asking me about his son is looking at joining the Army and is thinking about doing 35 Lima. So you might be the right guy to talk to about that. Yeah, I was going to say, Green Hill, you'd be surprised how many things, like, like, you can Google and it's all open source, it's unclassified stuff, or it's leaked, and then, you know, it's stuff that you can look up that's leaked. Don't ask me about anything you read if it says that it's leaked, because I'm just going to say I don't know. But you'd be surprised how many things the government, just because of a healthy dose of paranoia, has built contingencies around based on, like, lore and rumor and stories. Like 100%, like, you can read. I think there's one that's an unclassified thing that's out there about zombies and zombie apocalypse. So it's just kind of funny, some of the things that you can find. So that doesn't shock me. I try to stay away from UFO stuff. Blue Jay, what's my favorite sniper rifle? If I'm being practical, I'd say it's any rifle that someone who's trained to use, chambered in 300 Winchester. Just because 300 Winchester is a good flat shooting rifle. It's not too heavy. You can carry a decent amount of ammo, and it's not overly expensive. Tristan, welcome to the channel, bud. How's it going? I think maybe you've been in some of our streams before. So, yeah, Green Hill, as an Air Force guy, I try to stay away from too much stuff about UFOs. just because there's a lot of stuff that's out there, and you know the Pentagon has put out stuff and Congress has put out stuff, and so anything that you've seen that they've put out that's unclassified, but because of the nature of like what happens in the Air Force, a lot of stuff when people start talking about UFOs, like I just try to stay away from it because we have to go through so many different briefings about stuff. So I'll tell you this. The truth is usually stranger than fiction when it comes to UFO stuff. Because I personally am of the opinion that oh, awesome. Arms Room, just saw that you joined the Discord. I'll get you connected on I'll get an email from you, and I'll get you connected on one of my other groups for YouTube creators. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm just gonna stop talking about it. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping in, dude, or hanging out if you choose to hang out. So anyways, what were we talking about? We got on like zombies and vampires and werewolves. So here's the thing. Here's my take on all that stuff. I'm gonna move away from UFOs, but when it comes to like vampires and zombies and ghouls and like kind of occult, dark, supernatural type stuff. All right. I know that the government has an interest in it, and a lot of it stems from some of the stuff that we know, like the Soviets and the Nazis were researching. So, and if any of you have ever watched like any of the things on like Discovery Channel and History Channel and things like that. So, here's the thing. Maybe that's part of it. I would say that's probably part of it. But here's the thing. Throughout all of history, biblically, through stories, cultures, every single culture that has some type of writing, they all have stories about like sky people and underground people and monsters, and all of them have similar themes. Generally, the people from the sky are wise and good, and generally the people from underground are bad. Hey, Monkey, welcome to the channel. We're talking about weird stuff and conspiracies and stuff. It's fun. But they also all have a similar theme. Every culture has shapeshifters. Every culture has some kind of vampiric type individual. Every culture has some type of like, I guess I said shapeshifters, but like werewolf type things. What is the largest round you've ever shot out of a gun? I've shot a grenade launcher, and I've shot a 105. I pressed the button to shoot a 105 millimeter round out of an AC-130 once, which was really cool. So anyways, kind of going back to that. So all of these cultures have all these stories, and we all think to ourselves. I mean, like look at like Greek mythology and Roman mythology. I mean, there's all kinds of weird stuff in Greek mythology and Roman mythology. But then you go a little bit past it, and you start looking at like the stories of King Arthur and the knights and some of the things that they did, and Beowulf, and like you have all these stories, and they all have these common themes of shapeshifters and dragons and of monsters. And I get it that there's maybe an allegory, or there's a representation there. You could even make the same argument with stories from the Bible, if you view it only as stories. And I think that there's a healthy amount of it that you should view as stories with parables and lessons to be learned. But then there's a part of it that maybe isn't so much that. Those have never stopped. Like we experience those. You know, we hear about the people that saw the skinwalkers or that, you know, saw something they couldn't explain, saw UFOs, saw you know, people that talk about vampires, and we know stories about people even a couple hundred years ago that were bathing in women's blood and things like that. Just weird things like that. So it stands to reason if we're using these stories have never really stopped. Never really stopped throughout history. Why is that? Do I think that it is literally like the lore that we think of? You know, when you think of Dracula or the Wolfman, or, you know, I don't know, like ghouls, Creature from the Black Lagoon, that kind of stuff. Do I think it's exactly that? No. But I think that the world is a strange place, and I think people are strange. That's actually really funny, Tim. I think that's actually really funny. So yeah, I believe that the world is a very strange place. I have personally seen some very strange things in my life. When I was a missionary, you know, when I was a Mormon missionary, I'm for those of you just joining the channel. Also, don't forget to double tap the screen and like. But we're talking about weird kind of supernatural, strange stories kind of stuff. Hold on, guys. My lovely 16-year-old daughter is calling me.
I'm calling.
Hello.
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
Can you come to the park real quick and sign a waiver for us to do the zip line and stuff?
You need me to sign away? Is there one that I can fill out online?
No.
There's not.
They need it in person.
They need it in person. Do they need to see an adult sign it? Can I just talk to them and say, I give my daughter permission?
No, they have like papers. I tried to ask. I was like, can I call my dad? And they were like, no, he needs to be in person.
Okay. Yes, I can come there and do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it might be like 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Love you. Bye. Okay. I might have to put. Let me finish telling my story and then we'll go. Dude, arms room. I'm with you, dude. I know a couple of my buddies that were in Afghanistan and had some stories about like Syria and just weird, funky shit, like genies and type stuff. But like, so like those of you that are unaware, like genies actually aren't good. They're actually really evil spirits. If you've ever looked into like jinns, yeah, really weird stuff. So anyways, Gunnar, I'll ask you about not being in the mood in just a minute. I think that there's a reason those stories exist. I think that there is inherent evil. Like I was saying, when I was a missionary in Chicago, I saw somebody, they invited us into their house to talk, saw somebody float, like no shit, float like 1.5 feet off the ground in a rocking chair. Eyes roll into the back of their head, mumbling, and then floated up off the ground. Like not lying. Like straight up saw someone float 1.5 feet off the ground. Saw another person who wanted us to read with them, and they handed us their Bible, and it was like a really old Bible, and it was like leather bound, just like really, really neat leather bound. Well, we later found out that it was leather bound in human skin, and it was from like Jamaica, and like that was really weird. And we found out that it was like a reverse Bible, and it was like a satanic Bible that had like witchcraft and stuff written to it, is what the guy said. And he like showed us, he he took the Bible like at the end, and I was like, I can't believe I touched that thing. And you were saying something about why you're not in the mood. Why you're not a mod? I thought you said mood. Sorry. Yeah, I removed a bunch of the mods, not because you did anything wrong, but because YouTube does this thing every once in a while where like they slow down streams if you have too many mods. So I just did that, and I'm seeing how it works. He took a lighter and like put lighter fluid on it, and like it wouldn't light the Bible. It wouldn't burn. It wouldn't even light the lighter fluid. Like, it was weird. So I've seen weird stuff like that. So I am a firm believer. Like, one of the reasons people say, why do you have something against it? Like, I am a firm believer in good and evil, and I think that there is enough merit to the stories and realism of good and evil that it's worth doing just enough research. The Nazis did it. The Russians did it big time. The Russians did some really weird research. If you've ever seen stuff on the Nazis, like, go read some of the stuff the Russians were researching, like Rasputin. Like, there's a reason that he was called the Great Sorcerer, and it's cool. TC Firearms. I think the ATF sucks, and that they gobble cocks. Anyways, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn on gun sounds. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna go do dad stuff for. Give me like 20 minutes. I gotta go sign some paperwork for my daughter so that she can have fun with her friends and go fly on zip lines at the. There's a big fair for what's called Founders Day here in Utah. And they're gonna do a fireworks show, and since she's in the city you know, she's one of those she's in the yeah, Ty. I may have doxed myself on accident to you about where I'm from, because I talked about the Founders Day Festival. But there's a fireworks show, and I told you guys, she's one of the pageant winners. So my 16-year-old daughter. So I'll be back. Do the cheek sounds. Okay. There you go. Clapping cheeks. That's what clapping cheeks sounds like. Okay, I'll be back, guys. Listen to gun sounds. Check out the guns. Talk about weird shit. We'll be back, and we'll talk more about weird shit. I'm not mad at Gunner. No, I'm not mad at Gunner. If you're down by Antelope Island, you're down by Black Island Farms, aren't you, Ty? You're down by Black Island Farms? Tell me, guess why I know what that is.
can't show this. Oh.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. I am going to shut down this stream because my daughters want me to go meet them again. Sorry, I was upstairs talking to my wife about what was going on. I'll tell you guys when I get back, but I'm gonna start a stream right after this. No, I'm gonna start a stream right after this, Omar. Don't go away. I promise it'll be worth it. But they're gonna do a fireworks show. So I'm gonna go take some chairs and blanket to my daughters, and we'll do the live stream for the fireworks show for Heritage Days, for the park that's near our house. So I'm gonna shut this one down. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe real quick, and I promise there's gonna be a new stream in like 3 minutes. All right, guys, and it'll be worth it. Love it. We'll get a fireworks show, and we'll talk more about fun stuff. Alrighty.